and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It Smothers. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
That's a nice-looking catch.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Manning. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
There's a crease. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Going to the run. It's Smothers. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
At first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Makes the quick grab. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Baller. There's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speedy. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just feeds the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Manning from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option in working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. Inside the 30. All kinds of room to the right. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Pressure coming. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Art's going to spin it again. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's Manning to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Townsend. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Running inside. It's Smothers. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Finding some room. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
The thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football. football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here's Julian saying to throw. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Here comes the heat, and it's a sack. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. On the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they hooked up Artie once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree.
There he goes. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here. Snags it, and he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Going for the big play. Makes a catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texans offense makes its way out to begin the drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Here's Arts to throw. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It smothers.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Sayin to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Goes high to pull it in. Speeding down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the field. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Arch Madness. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And they're able to make the tackle.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Saying. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. Think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They go right back to it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Running inside. It's Jackson. Maybe a crease. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. From the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down, Saying. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Arch is going to throw for it. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Manning. Sends it downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Maybe some room here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
Unloads quickly. Spins away from the defender. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Manning to the air again. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough, but they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And defensively, defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Looking long. He's got it in, more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Texas! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Saying from the gun on third down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They boot it away on fourth down. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Now here's Manning. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze. He got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
Turning it on. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated. the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff ranking, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this, this is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buckeyes headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The run inside. It's Berry. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Snagged out of the air. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want.
Might have a chance. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
He's looking to pass. Rushes on him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Might be calling a hot route. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Pushes for the goal line. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game. You want to pay it off and just put some points up on the board.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way...
Here's a little room there. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter.
Ohio State, 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. In the red area, it's Berry. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Levin. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. Great pickup, and they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Running inside, it's Durham. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throw it, say it. Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab and tackled there by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun on third down, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. That's caught. It's Jackson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown LSU. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Julian saying to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate moving forward. The pass.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Here's Sayin to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Makes the catch, and he's free. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Again, it's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in the second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Sayin finds his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. The run inside. It's Jackson. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped and he just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Could be an alley. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's a give to Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away.
LSU 0.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's Levitt. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on
Got a little grass, just keeps moving. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll try to blast their way in. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
Well, I was thinking it was fourth down territory. Does that change your mind, Reese?
Not at all. I mean, you give this defense credit for coming up with the stop, but if you want to be aggressive and get the 6, stick to your guns. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. And he's going to try to return this one. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Got a man. It's Jackson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Throwing, say it. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. this linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's got it down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Under fire. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that was a game's worth of frustration right there on that pass. That was a bomb down the field, trying to get it all back because the offense just hasn't found a way to get much going. Still got the bagel on the scoreboard, and that's not what they expected. That's not what they're accustomed to.
There's some room. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good.
LSU 31, Ohio State 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Here comes the offense on second down. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul searching. I think a lot of
Yeah, I am. What up, dude? Right. No, I don't know who I'll be using. I gotta play my game against dude with Texas. Uh, I don't know why it was so difficult to say just to make stuff easy so we can streamline for tomorrow just to flip a coin, but I tried to be nice. Dude, the game picked that. I didn't pick that.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the LSU Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about
That's up to
iconic
you.
stadiums in college football, the big house has to be at the top.
Go to it.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Right. Oh, that would explain a lot, because I'm like, if you watch my stream right now, you see it.
This crowd
I'm like, I picked it
bringing
right.
an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running inside. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great
First off,
job
I don't know
looking
why
that
he took
football
off
in.
running.
You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Using his legs, it's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
Get him dead in
Now
hands.
trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To the air. It's Levin. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were
I
going to
gave him
target
just
him
enough time
early
to
and
get
often.
open.
He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Handoff, Caden Durham. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh.
Look at this
He
bullshit.
stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Now facing a 3rd Bryce Underwood. Oh, he makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I love that the defense was ready for the speed out wide. This offense, you're going to see more and more of it as the game goes along. They love to use his speed to run across the formation.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Oh, they will. You know they probably playing 4 games today.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Underwood to throw for it on 4.
Yep.
Makes the grab and room to run.
That's such bullshit.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I was in the perfect defense for that too.
Territory has changed over the last few
Look
years.
at that.
It
His
extended
arm
into their
went
own
through.
territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the
Arm
card,
went
right? That
completely
card's
through.
supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
On the option. Now the toss.
Well, this defense knew coming into the
What up,
game they
sis?
were going to see the option, and they
I
didn't
think
know
you was
exactly
getting up.
how it was going to look.
Oh, my
Specifically,
sister's
they've
sitting there.
seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards,
I'm about to
but
make some
it looks
biscuits
like
here in
they're
a bit.
clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting halfway to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down on the ground.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna make
numbers
some
through the
biscuits
first
in a minute.
quarter. They are
Biscuits and
lined up
eggs.
and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
I didn't think you was gonna get up till 11 o'clock. Guess I had that pig going.
Right
Oh,
back
get that.
to it. And they'll bring
Good
him
spin.
down after a short pickup.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're
Yeah, I'll
going to
make you some coffee.
continue to run the football. That's
Use a
who
mocha
they
pot.
are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a third short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have fourth down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn.
You want that Michigan cherry or regular coffee?
Underwood on the play action.
Well, she went back to lay down.
Still looking on the move. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he stopped
They didn't want
right
you to lose
there.
your
No
life
gain
on that
the
play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw.
Oh, he picked that.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
What you and the girls doing today?
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
No.
That thing would have hit a spring in the middle of the upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be
Which made Mr. Logan.
Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
I'm definitely picking that play.
Send out the
like I said,
offense
you
to
can
go
watch
to
the
work.
stream, but it's over.
Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Unloads to the right. Picked off. What a play to set
There
up.
is no reason for that to get underthrown.
The 10.
I had you beat by 5. I did lie.
Touchdown,
He had you beat by 5 yards.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and
I
diagnosing
mean,
the
did you
pass
see
right
what
away,
happened?
getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking down the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school
That's
days,
7
man.
points.
In his
And
glory
that's
days
Derek gave you
at
a
the running
BS.
back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Perfect play call, too. And 7 points the game just wanted you to have.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route.
Oh, yeah, he never
Beating
even
man
attempted.
coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play at the 40. They'll leave it with
So
the
my dude's
lone
gonna
back.
push you right into my
And he
zone.
never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Okay.
Well, they're just trying to run
Good
the
play,
ball,
bro.
but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires downfield.
He threw it short.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return.
No, to be honest with you, I thought he was sucking up the other dude running in front.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the
These
red
missed
area.
tackles.
You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he could not get loose on the run.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Underwood. Makes the grab down the middle. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
On the run, it's Berry.
My left
They
tackle
didn't get him push at all on
first.
that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires quickly.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just right.
I mean, defensive line.
Good spot.
Because I got no running room.
Pick up on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass.
Why didn't he throw it?
Got it in the middle. It's Watkins.
Dude, I threw that
Good job
ball
running
20
that
seconds ago.
route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
That's what she...
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this stretch. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way.
I didn't think that dude was going to come back.
The 50. The 40. He's at the 20.
No, he started taking off at first.
Touchdown, Wolverines.
He really did. That's the only reason I threw it. I had all day to keep sitting and throw that ball away.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Obviously, I threw it to the wrong dude.
The kick is up and good and put
He
one
was
more
open
on the
first.
lead.
I said he was open at first. Yo, dude dropped back into coverage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard
I need an explanation of how
line,
he
so
broke
not
open
a whole
the
lot
wall.
of room on that return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
Give me 10 seconds. I'm going to warm my oven up. You ain't let me. Yeah, I know.
We're just about ready to start the second half.
I didn't even get the kick. Okay.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra.
Yep. I do.
Two, but as he stops at the 28. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Motion from the wideout. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Bottle little time. Lets it go. Intercepted, and that's not how you
What's
want to
that
start
flag
a
for?
half. They bring him down, but that great defensive play
Dude, that's
might be
bullshit.
overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Oh my
This
God.
crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half.
Yeah,
Looks as
I
if
was
they
it.
didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the results of that play stand.
Hey, I was like, who are they calling this penalty on? Yeah.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Wilson open on the right side. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short.
Okay, we got a zone. Blitzing zone.
Looking to fire.
Yep.
He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes
I
the
threw it to
catch.
the wrong.
They'll mark
I
it
threw
down
it to
at
the
the
wrong
2.
dude.
The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I thought I was throwing it to
This
my
is the
tight
end of
end.
the field defensively. It
Yeah,
really
that's
doesn't
what I
matter
thought I
what
was
they've
throwing
done
it
to
to.
get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown LSU! Made the
Between me
grab
and you,
took it
I was
on
throwing
in
it
for
to
the
my dude in
score.
the end zone.
And listen,
That's
if
why I
have a
stopped.
playmaker
I didn't
running
start
back
running.
like that with that kind of speed, you have
He
to
was
look for the
wide
swing
open,
through
too.
it, He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Giving
And
up
the
all
extra
these
point
points off of my
was good to
picks.
finish things off.
I sure enough thought I threw it to the dude in the end zone, too.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy
I'm just
handoff.
taking this
hand the
completely out of
football
my
off, maybe get the
defense.
ground game going, maybe jumpstarting this offense a little bit.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Here's Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at
Bounced
the
right
48.
off of him.
An explosive play gets this offense working.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He's going to run it.
I know he was out of
Gets it
bounds.
inside the 30 and out of bounds at the
throwing. And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This
Oh,
possession,
man. The
stop
game
there,
wanted you to
take off
have
and
that.
scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Underwood. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented
Dude, they
football
let me
player.
right
He's made
through.
big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so
At
far in
first, I
this
thought it
game.
was a
And in the
play
third
action. I
quarter,
was like, well, hit
you're getting a
somebody
little nervous,
anyways.
I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Oh, my
And they failed
God.
to hook up on third down.
Dude.
Offenses know and
They
work
made
on
me
it
hit you
all week.
instead of
Third
getting
downs,
going for the
third
pick.
downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal.
Dude, quit saying that dumb
It's
shit.
good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they
What?
want to end the drive, but nice job being
Oh,
ready.
shit.
And your field goal kicker.
I was waiting until I made the
3
breakfast.
points on the board.
The kickoff
I got the
bounces
biscuits
through
over
the
there
end zone.
cooking.
They'll bring it out to the 25.
No, I got the oven warming up for him. Had earpieces in.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go with a direct snap. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Were you trying to hit my quarterback?
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground.
The way you took that angle was kind of funny.
That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can
Michigan
throw the
at home,
passing
their
game, the play
defensive line
action,
is a
and there's
beast.
more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going
Did
and
I
get
eat?
back in this football game.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab, it's Green. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. Thrown his way into the end zone.
Huh?
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're
I'm
seeing
making
more and
breakfast.
more
I'm about to make some
athletic
biscuits
tight
and
ends.
stuff.
Like what you just
Biscuits
saw
next.
right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
No, we're going. No. No, dead serious. I was waiting on you. I didn't think you were getting
Lining
up.
up for the point after and
No.
the lead.
My sister, who normally don't get out of bed
The
until
extra point
noon,
puts them on top by
decided to
1.
get up
Good
until.
work on that scoring drive, just 4
Hey,
plays.
I'm like, when she got up, I was surprised. I was like, yeah, you doing up? We didn't get in until midnight. I was like, oh yeah, she definitely sleep. It's Saturday. It's just weird.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can
First
gain it
watch.
right back, Palmer. Let's
Yeah,
get a
let's go.
drive
Five
starter
minutes in here.
going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for you.
So that's the challenge for them. Got to answer, right? You got to
First
take
watch.
the field here. You
The one
got
we
to
go to
execute,
in front of One Life.
and regain this lead.
In front of One Life, the gym.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab.
Yeah.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
We do there, but it's right in front of, you know where One Life is? It's right in front of, like literally right in front of it, right on the street.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
No, it's right in front of it. Like when you turn in to go to One Life, you
Give him
right there in front of it is.
now 2nd and 8.
And the
Yeah, we'll
defense
go.
doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
I wait for you to get ready first,
and
and then I'll go get dressed.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You know I thought I picked that.
Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not
done what I was supposed to do early on.
Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
No excuse for that.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The short hands, it's Buchanan. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a good job by the drag route there.
You showing up took the right throw.
So
Anywhere else, he was
continuing to
covered.
run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. They've got it inside.
I blew
the
that
30.
wide
They'll
receiver
mark it
up
at
on the other
28.
side.
It's first down. Lots of
You
good
low-key
stuff
got
on
him
that
killed.
play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You can actually. It's
Great job of contained by this defense.
I just don't know how to do it.
That, the end man on the
But
line
you
of
can.
scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I don't know why.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Here's Underwood to throw. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field.
Nah, it really ain't.
He can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Bringing the heat. finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover.
They'd have gave you a touchdown out of that defense.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example.
I'm like, I am in
last
full
play,
coverage.
Right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Why are they switching?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
There was no reason for them to switch.
16-yard line, a third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down.
Like, they just ran away.
Fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Oh, you already turned it off.
And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After giving
Okay,
up
this
that
may be
field
a
goal, they
touchdown,
find
though.
themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Turning it on.
Nope,
Ripping off a
safety
pretty
came
good
over.
chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting
Just knew I
shut
had
down.
one-on-one the whole way.
He's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Creates a little room. There's a crease. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Got enough for the first. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And right down the middle. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
I don't know why that kick went so high. I tried to squib kick it on the ground.
Big return, but they get him on the ground right there. So here comes the Michigan offense.
At least I know it don't work.
Trying the left side. Picks up the first
Now
down.
see what happened? They moved my safety out the way.
Big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard
I
line.
just said it was. I said, you see what happened? Yeah, he's saying quit fucking around.
Underwood makes the catch. It's Owens. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up. Like, keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible, maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
I thought you ran. I thought I tackled you inbound.
Play fake, Underwood.
He is wide open.
Move to his left. Quickly to the tight end. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know
I'm
it
gonna be
hasn't been
honest
a
with you. I
tremendous
really
day
thought you
statistically for
fumbled.
this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far,
Yeah, it
but
looked like a
when
fumble.
things aren't open, he throws it away
The
like
way
on
he
that
threw
play
it, I
right
was
there. He's
like,
not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Yeah, he didn't try.
To the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long.
2-down territory, fellas.
Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I know they've got all
Well,
their
he could only
timeouts
throw
left,
it
but
over the
feels
top
like
because
this
he'd
is
be
the
throwing
ball
that
game right
anywhere
here.
else.
4th down.
No, I'm
Quarterback's
just,
got to do something
I'm
special,
agreeing with you.
knowing that they need a touchdown here.
I'm like, Eddie throw the short. I had it
Not
uppercut.
coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Drop the
I thought they were going to
ball,
let you
and
turn
they'll
around.
it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that
I really
did
thought
not
they were going to
pay
let you
off.
turn around.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to
Yeah,
have back.
I
Late
was like,
in the
oh,
game,
here we go.
trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going.
I ran into you.
Quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give on the counter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Michigan wants to stop the clock.
Why he was on the ground.
And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Levin. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a
Did you not see him?
play this late in the game.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially
That
square
DB
those
never
shoulders.
turned
Nice
around.
job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
That DB never
This
turned
offense is up
around.
against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
Throwing right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
4th down, Underwood. Fires left. Incomplete on 4th down.
I ain't got nothing for you.
They need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have the score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
No room to it'll be 2nd and goal. Running out the
Man,
clock
hell
seems
yeah,
to
they're
be a
doing.
mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
We start getting ready. I'll catch you later.